Hello and welcome to our channel. Today, we're going to be exploring a topic that is both fascinating and important, the battle for Okinawa. This battle was a turning point in the Pacific War, and it had huge implications for both the Americans and the Japanese. Now, you might be thinking, why is this battle so crucial? Well, that's exactly what we're going to discuss in this video. We'll take a closer look at the strategies employed by both sides, the key players involved, and the impact that the battle had on the rest of the war. So, if you're interested in learning more about one of the most significant battles in World War II history, then you've come to the right place. Make sure to stick around until the end of the video, as we'll be asking for your support to help grow our community. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave your comments below. Let's get started. When it comes to the Pacific War, there were few battles as important as the battle for Okinawa. This was a battle that was fought between the United States and Japan from April to June 1945, and it had a significant impact on the outcome of the war. In this article, we will explore why the battle for Okinawa was crucial for both Americans and Japanese. For the Americans, the battle for Okinawa was seen as a crucial step towards ending the war. The island of Okinawa was situated between Japan and the Asian mainland, making it an important strategic location. By capturing Okinawa, the Americans would be able to launch a successful invasion of Japan, which would ultimately result in the end of the war. However, the battle for Okinawa did not come without its challenges. One of the biggest challenges the Americans faced was the sheer number of Japanese soldiers on the island. The Japanese military had been preparing for this battle for months, and they had dug themselves into fortified positions all over the island. This made it incredibly difficult for the Americans to make any significant gains. Another challenge that the Americans faced was the weather. The battle for Okinawa took place during the rainy season, which made the island incredibly muddy and difficult to navigate. The Americans had to contend with not only the Japanese soldiers but also the difficult terrain. For the Japanese, the battle for Okinawa was seen as a last stand. The Japanese knew that they were running out of resources and that this battle would be their last chance to turn the tide of the war. They were determined to fight to the death and make the Americans pay dearly for every inch of ground they took. Despite their determination, the Japanese were ultimately unable to hold off the American forces. The Americans were able to make steady progress, and they eventually captured the island after almost 3 months of intense fighting. In conclusion, the battle for Okinawa was crucial for both Americans and Japanese. For the Americans, it was a necessary step towards ending the war, while, for the Japanese, it was their last chance to turn the tide of the war. While the battle was incredibly difficult for both sides, it ultimately resulted in an American victory and paved the way for the end of the Pacific War.